Hi Virgo, welcome to your mid-month November 2024 reading. My name is Ellena, and today I'm curious to see what type of energies and messages want to come through for you. I just recently did a reading for Cancerians, and the energy seems very ripe for new opportunities and new things. So I don't know if you're feeling the same way, because I feel like something is coming up for you, Virgo. Interesting. Rejuvenation is your first card. Alignments is your second. Third, do not be afraid to ask for help. Okay. So as I'm tapping into this card, it's kind of funny when I see this image, I see someone just like almost fishing, just kind of relaxing outside and just fishing. So it's like going with the flow, like allowing things to come into your reality, into your experience. There's something about needing to kind of not think too much about something. Like maybe you have a lot of things going on, or you have a lot of details that you have to think about. And Spirit is kind of saying, like, allow Spirit to kind of assist you in relaxing your mind and like knowing that all the little details will be fixed, or all those little details will be solved. You don't have to worry about a lot of things. It's almost as if Spirit is trying to say that try not to do everything on your own. Like, all the details will fill in, and there will be people around you that will help you with this. It's almost as if I wouldn't want to say micromanaging. I wouldn't want to say that. I just feel like there's something about I feel like you're taking on too much that is not really yours. It's almost like it's somebody else's responsibility to kind of do the work that they need to do while you're on vacation, let's say. So let's say like you're on vacation right now, or you're trying to go on vacation, and maybe your work always calls you, or maybe they send messages, or they are asking you about little details about your job role. And like, it's almost like there needs to be a boundary there, is what I'm feeling here. Like, I feel like, this time away from your work, if you are on vacation, if you are taking time away from work, it's basically saying that you should really take that time to really sort through whether or not you want to continue playing that role in terms of shouldering other people's stuff or taking on more stuff than you should be taking on, if that makes sense. Yeah, like it says self-exploration here too. So maybe like as you're kind of taking time for yourself, you're trying to figure out what is it that really makes you happy, or what is it that you really want. Maybe you're actually taking time away from your workplace to kind of figure out whether or not this is the workplace that you want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's something about needing to get away from something for a bit so that you're not being influenced by that space. You're getting to know yourself more, which is perfect because the second card kind of solidifies this. It confirms this. It says that it says you were able to withstand all the obstacles thrown your way, great inner strength and fortitude, unconditional living. This card for me, when I painted this card, or painted this image, this is really about owning your truth and knowing what it is that you want in your direction, in life, in who you want to be around. This is not just about work. This is about who do you want to be around? Who do you want in your life? What does that ideal life look like for you? And being firm with that. So this card also talks about having very healthy boundaries, I can't help but look back at this. And I feel as if, like, Virgos out there watching this, I think a lot of people depend on you. I think a lot of people rely on you. There's might be something about your energy that's very reliable, very stable, very dependable. And a lot of people, when they don't have that footing within themselves, like if they don't feel secure in themselves, they'll tend to lean a little bit onto you. And I feel like you're finally stepping away. There's something about you stepping away from that role, because you know that this is not all for you to hold. It's too much. And it's kind of two things. It's like, you know that there's too much to hold, right? That's not yours. But you also have to learn to surrender and ask for help, and allow and trust the universe will sort itself out. Sometimes we find that, if we really care about people, sometimes we inadvertently try to take more on because we feel like we're helping them, even though it's burning us out. However, Spirit always tells me that if we continuously do that, then we're kind of not allowing the people around us to kind of gain their own footing. So we kind of accrue karma in a way, and we don't mean to when we do that, because we're not allowing them to fully kind of blossom into what they need to do. And that sometimes includes having really tough lessons. Sometimes we're too busy shielding people that we care about from lessons. But we also must understand that when we do that, we're prolonging these lessons that are meant for them to learn. We're prolonging these things that are milestone moments in their lives, and that can accrue karma. So when I say it comes in two ways, it's like Spirit is asking you to kind of learn to surrender and to trust that everything will be taken care of, but also to have boundaries as well in terms of that, to not overextend yourself, because people will continue to take advantage, whether or not you realize it or not, right? Some people will continue doing that until you stand up for yourself and say, no more, I'm not going to do this anymore. So there's a big lesson here in November, I feel, in terms of really knowing yourself, knowing what you want, what you will put up with, and what you won't. That's kind of what I'm picking up overall. So we're going to keep going. This is exciting. I'm excited. It's like, wow. Now, this card here is my Archangel Michael card. Let's bring it a little closer here. When I channeled this painting, it's really about shielding, protection. In the mornings, you should really kind of meditate or like put a Reiki video on shielding your energy, because some people might not like your boundaries, Some people will, try to take more from you if you're not careful. So Archangel Michael is really saying to you, please take time to meditate and ground yourself and visualize protection energy. You can call upon him to help you. You can call upon him to cut cords as well with people that are not good for you, because chances are, if you're really focusing on what it is that you want and you're putting firm boundaries up, people who are meant to be in your life will understand you and like work with you. People who feel entitled to your energy or entitled to your time, entitled to all the support that you give them, will kind of backlash or like almost project an attack. This could also be an indication that you're kind of repelling the environment that you're in, or maybe you're repelling certain people that you're around because you're learning to stand up for yourself and you're getting very clear about that. And I feel like some people will not understand you. Some people will continue to misunderstand you. And worse yet, on the extreme end, do a smear campaign or like really attack your character or make it very difficult for you. So Archangel Michael really wants you to ensure that you're shielding yourself at this time, especially because you're needing that time to find yourself a little more, reinforce yourself and your energy a little bit more. So let's see what else wants to come through. Inner light. So the card says, live by example. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, a highly intuitive and spiritual individual. So yeah, this also reinforces that people are drawn to your stable light. People are drawn to you and they're clinging on a little bit to your energy here. Living by example is, you know, sometimes you just, you know, when you start loving yourself and you start putting boundaries up, sometimes the lesson for many people out there is to learn that they had it really good when you were around, right? So they have to deal with the consequences of you leaving. That could be the lesson as well. It says, remain true to yourself, even if there's chaos happening around you, because that chaos is their own stuff. Let's say you quit your job. If there's tower moments, if they're struggling to find a replacement, don't worry about that. That's their own stuff, you know? Spirit really wants you to focus on you, right? On your health right now. Manifestation. Take action steps towards your dreams now. The world is in your hands. Ask and it is given. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Interesting. So something tells me that you've already kind of made a decision in terms of like what it is that you want. And Spirit is really asking you to be open to asking your angels to give you signs and ask them to show you the way of how to manifest what it is that you want. Even if it means, let's say you're in an environment that you've outgrown, you can ask Spirit to kind of assist you in finding ways to kind of expand your community in other ways, or to leave the environment so that you can find a healthier space. You know, you can ask for signs like that. And I feel like Spirit is really wanting you to do that. And Spirit really wants you to start getting clearer, not just thinking about what you want, but just writing things down about what it is that you are needing at this time, what it is that you want to manifest at this time. Interesting. Soulmate. Okay, so it says a divine soulmate connection, a lesson that is to be learned from this relationship, a romance of a lifetime. Now, romance, it's kind of interesting. I don't really feel like this is a very romantic reading, to be quite honest. Like, I feel like this pertains to a lesson that has to be learned in terms of people not appreciating you. Something about people not truly seeing you for all of who you are and not allowing you. I wouldn't say that they have any control over you, but I'm just feeling as if they don't like it when you're taking steps for yourself. Like, I don't know. Maybe these are family connections. I'm not sure. Workplace connections. It's almost like these people feel entitled to your time and your energy, and they're not fully giving a balanced reciprocal relationship with you in return. And because of that, because you've kind of maybe grown into a space where there is a need for accountability or equal reciprocity, I feel as if when people don't step up to that, there's a lesson here. There's almost like a break, I feel, in terms of you focusing on what you want, and then Spirit is going to shield you from these people because maybe you have learned the lesson here of self-love and understanding yourself and where you want to go, clarity. These people, they have their own lessons to learn in this whole situation. It's a co-creative environment. So if they learn, is up to them. If they don't learn, it's up to them. Maybe they don't have to learn anything at all. Like, whatever it is, as long as you have learned what you need to learn and have taken the steps necessary, these people are not gonna be able to affect you anymore. And I keep going like this. It's like cutting cords, man. Maybe Archangel Michael, you need to call on Archangel Michael to assist in cutting cords. This is my angelic guidance card as well. So I feel like a lot of your angels and ascended masters are really with you at this time. They understand that these people may not have had a very had the highest and best good or intentions for you, whether they were consciously aware of it or not. It's like spirit is aware of the situation. They're aware of conversations in rooms that you weren't in. You know what I'm saying? They're aware of things that you don't know about. And because of their awareness, they want you to just keep focusing on you and just allow them to take care of the rest. It's really funny because what I hear is like karma is real. Karma always arrives on time. It may not be on your time. You may not be around these people when it happens, but karma is a real thing. And if there was any injustice here or something happening in the background where things were being hidden from you, deception or something that is not good, that is going to not only come to light, but it will be dealt with by spirit. Spirit has your back is what I'm getting here, which is reassuring, very reassuring. So it's a very interesting reading, Virgo. Let's see what other cards Spirit wishes to kind of tell you at this time. I have this theme song of Zelda in my head. That, you know that song? Dun, 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 na, 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 na. I think it's like when Link, the character, is like walking in the forest and exploring and just kind of just going on an adventure. It's almost like he's going on an adventure. Do you want all these? So many. No. Oh. Yes. So maybe there's something happening here in your like little world here. You're starting a new adventure. So, wow. That's a powerful card. I love this card. I love this deck. This deck is called Spirit of the Animals Oracle by Jody Bergsma. Absolutely amazing. Supernatural Dragon. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Wow. So there's something with this card where I feel like you're different. You know you're different than the crowd here. It's like you've totally outgrown this. You probably have already learned the lessons of this whole situation. There's something about when it says rise with dignity, you're leaving with grace. I have a feeling a lot of you guys are like leaving a work situation or a relationship. It's like you're no longer putting up with this toxicity, this codependency, this neediness, this, energy of take. There's something happening here where you're rising above, you see it for what it is, and you're going to take your energy elsewhere. And that is towards yourself and towards what it is you want to create. There's something about you where it's like, you're wise. You know what's up. Your intuition is very, very on high alert right now. Ooh, lizard. Regeneration. So it says, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. So this is amazing. Amazing. So you are already, I feel like you already know what you need to do in terms of dealing with this. Maybe this is a situation you've dealt with before. And it's like a repeating pattern where you're finally able to finally say, I'm done with this, right? It's almost like, it's like a master course where it's like that final cycle where you can really see how far you've come versus how you would have acted in this situation at the beginning versus now. So there's something about this where it's like, you already know, like you need to remove these people, these things, and you're gonna find a way. You're always gonna find a way, and you're always gonna be okay. This is kind of what Spirit says. You already know this, though. Maybe you're multi-talented. You might be a multi-talented person. And so, like, you have a lot of skills, and you can use them anytime, anywhere. And that's kind of an energy that I'm getting as well here. So, is there any other final messages? Oh, gosh. They're very aggressive with these cards. I've got to say, I like this one. For you, Virgo. It's almost like this message has to be very, it's very straightforward. Like, Spirit really needs you to hear it. Like, the cards are like flipping out like very aggressively. So for me, when I see that, it's like saying, please hear me. Please listen. There's something here for you, and I really need you to hear it. Wow, of course. What a great summary card of this. It says, Goddess Isis and an Isis crystal, she shall always prevail. And you know, this is not a gender-specific reading or gender-specific card. What this means is that despite the crap that you've been through, maybe people taking advantage of you, all these things, it's like you will always be okay. You will always be okay. And even if there's times where you may have felt by yourself or alone or isolated, and maybe these people ganged up on you, I'm not sure. I just feel like you are always okay because you have God by your side. You know your connection with Spirit. I feel like you're very connected to the angelic realm and your spirit guides. You will always be okay no matter what happens. So even though these people may have felt as if you were by yourself, or maybe you didn't have as much backing as these people, let's say, Spirit is saying that it doesn't matter because you are fully supported and you are divinely protected and you are highly favored by your guides and by the angels. So they may not know it. They may not know it because your guides are in, you know, a different realm. Like it's not like a physical person next to you. So maybe they're only focused on the number of people around you, but there's something about they don't understand that you have a lot of helpful, amazing, powerful beings and entities and angels that are with you right now on this journey. So when it says she shall always prevail, it tells me you are a multi-talented person. You have skills in so many things. Nothing can stop you. You know, you can choose any path you want and you'll be totally fine. That's what I'm getting here. Oh, look at this. Goodwill. Goddess Gaia and Ocean Jasper. Goodwill. This card is like, you know what? I love this card. The reason why I love this card is because it reminds me of people who have been through a lot of challenges in their life, yet their heart remains open. They're always wanting the best for people, even though they've gone through a lot of injustices themselves. They keep their heart and their mind open and they forgive easily. There's something about you in terms of this is who you are. You move through life with integrity. You're a good person. And Spirit sees that. And I don't know, I feel like perhaps there's times where you don't realize people are taking advantage of you. Like it's not something that you would think about. But Spirit knows. And I think another really important message too is that Spirit also knows that even if you found out that these people took advantage of you or mistreated you, or maybe that you've experienced mistreatment from them, Spirit knows that you're the type of person that will forgive them. There's something about your wisdom, how you've done this several times before. You know what it means to kind of have that compass in your heart and in your life where it's like, you know, nothing's personal, even though it hurts sometimes, even though it hurts what people do sometimes when they are in pain and they project and they don't want to heal. There's something about you and your wisdom and who you are as a person where even though you know that they're behaving badly and you're not going to put up with it, you also don't internalize it. You don't think that there's something fundamentally wrong with you when they project or cause pain like that. You have so much wisdom. It's like you know that it has nothing to do with you. You just know that there are better places for you where there are people who appreciate you. You know, they do see your value, and maybe you're just moving towards that area, right? So with this card, I just feel like this is also a reason why you are so divinely protected. Because you have done that work. You've healed your generational trauma, and there's something about just the fact that you still spread love and light. You're able to transmute anything that you've gone through, trauma, obstacles, challenges, and you're able to alchemize it in a way and spread positivity. And because of that, Spirit really has your back. Spirit really loves you. And, you know, I feel like Archangel Gabriel is with me right now. Like, this is like a reading where Archangel Gabriel really wants to reiterate that you are not alone. You are loved. And Spirit knows how you walk through life, walk in life, how you treat people behind closed doors, you know, like they just know. So you are so divinely protected. So this is my reading for your November reading, Virgo. And I hope this message resonates with you, and know that your path, what you're doing, is the right path. Let Spirit deal with this, the drama. Continue doing your own thing, walk away from drama, and allow Spirit to do its thing. Don't worry about them. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, if it resonated with you, please like and subscribe and share. And for those who are interested, feel free to check out your rising sign and your moon sign. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye.